It was the kind of interruption no one saw coming. The energy was intense, the scoreboard tight, and fans were on edge during the July 29th WNBA game between the Golden State Valkyries and the Atlanta Dream. But just as things were heating up on the court, a shocking moment completely flipped the tone of the match. Mid-game, out of nowhere, a neon green object suddenly flew across the court, stopping everything in its tracks. You'll want to stick around for the full story, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss moments this wild. The object didn't just land softly and get ignored. It bounced right across the hardwood in full view of the players, referees, and the entire stadium. Cameras picked it up clearly, and even the sports announcers were caught off guard. Morgan Reagan, calling the game, reacted instantly. During the replay, she pointed it out to viewers saying, "Something flies on the court actually from the crowd and you can see the object. The green thing bounces and it goes to the sideline." Confusion spread quickly, and a timeout was called to assess the situation. No one quite knew what had landed at first. But soon, murmurs began turning into certainty. The item was identified, shockingly, as a sex toy. Not just a small trinket but a full-sized neon green adult toy that had been tossed from the stands. During live play, the players tried to keep focus, but even they were visibly surprised. The coaches and staff on the sidelines looked on, unsure of how to respond. The referees waited. Still, the object remained untouched. Reagan's voice carried again, saying, "We're not exactly sure where it came from. No room for any of that type of activity, and no one's picked the object up yet, you guys." Fans around the arena shifted in their seats, some laughing nervously, others looking confused or frustrated. The game had completely paused. Cameras zoomed in on the item as it rested near the sideline, its bright green color in sharp contrast to the wooden court. Still, no one made the move to touch it. Then, after what felt like a surreal stretch of time, a police officer stepped in. Using a towel, the officer picked up the toy without directly touching it and walked off the court, the item wrapped up and hidden from view. Only then did play resume, with the crowd settling down and the teams refocusing on the game. Despite the bizarre interruption, the match itself remained fiercely competitive. The Golden State Valkyries eventually clinched a narrow win, edging out the Atlanta Dream with a final score of 77-75. But even with the victory, the conversation after the game wasn't about the winning shot or the standout performances. It was about the unexpected moment that stopped the entire event. Soon after, People magazine confirmed the nature of the item and revisited the league's official stance on fan behavior. According to the WNBA's fan code of conduct, anyone caught throwing objects onto the court is subject to immediate ejection from the arena. Whether the individual responsible was identified or removed hasn't been officially stated yet. E-News reached out to the WNBA directly to get a comment on the incident. So far, there has been no response from the organization. But fans across the internet didn't wait. Clips of the moment went viral across social media platforms, especially X, formerly Twitter, where the replay of the bouncing toy was shared repeatedly. The online response was mixed. Some found it funny, others called it disrespectful. Many agreed it crossed a line and disrupted what had been a serious game with playoff implications. It wasn't just a prank, it brought national attention and overshadowed the hard work of the athletes on the court that night. The identity of the person who threw the object remains unclear. Security footage is likely being reviewed, and given the attention the incident drew, there could be consequences once the person is found. While no arrest has been confirmed, stadium policies are strict on disruptions like this, especially when they involve inappropriate items. The broadcast continued with an awkward energy following the incident. Announcers tried to steer the conversation back to the game. Fans slowly shifted their focus back to the action, but social media was already locked onto the clip. Sports pages, meme accounts, and fans flooded the timeline with reactions. This isn't the first time something strange has been thrown on a sports field, but it's rare for it to happen in the WNBA, especially during such a high-stakes game. The players handled it professionally, quickly resetting and finishing the game without allowing the distraction to ruin the momentum completely. Since the game, both teams have kept their attention on the rest of the season. No players have publicly commented on the incident, at least not yet. But behind the scenes, the league is likely reviewing how security allowed such an item through and whether new screening measures will be put in place moving forward. The moment, wild as it was, has now been permanently etched into WNBA history. In an era where every second of a game can be recorded, clipped, and replayed across the world in minutes, even one shocking second can go global. This was one of those seconds. What started as a competitive sports night turned into a viral headline. One green object turned the whole stadium's attention away from the scoreboard and onto the sidelines. It forced security, broadcasters, and officials into action, and left thousands of fans speechless. both inside the arena and across the internet, and in the end, with the toy gone and the game back in full motion, the Valkyries sealed their win. But the moment will be remembered far beyond the buzzer. Now, fans wait to see whether the league will issue an official statement, or whether this bizarre moment will simply remain as an unforgettable highlight. Make sure to like this video if you were shocked by what happened, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another outrageous moment in the world of celebrities and sports.